That's going to be a nice shot, I can see it. And sod's law, somebody's coming to set up right next to me. Well, we've just come up to 7 o'clock and we've got our first barbel of the session. Oh, I've got dog shit on my foot. And apparently the river is not fishing very well. Every time. Well, we are coming to the witching hour. Look at these light levels. But the swim at the moment in front of the camera is alive. There is bream everywhere. There's half a mile of river. Unbelievable, unbelievable. See that? Absolute legend. So today you've joined me on the mighty River Trent. We are here for a 24-hour session. Going to be targeting barbel, zander and pike on this session. I fished this bag before, I think it was about a couple of months ago. I've got my underwater camera with me. The water clarity doesn't look too bad, so I'm going to chuck that out later on, see what it's like, and try and get a bite in front of the camera or just have a little nosy on the river, see what's happening. Hopefully we can get some barbel and chub. With me fishing lobworms, going to be fishing PVA bags and maggots, I'm thinking try and get a few chub as well amongst the barbel. Maybe carp, but only time will tell. So I'm going to get everything set up now, and then hopefully we can get some fish by tomorrow morning. Well, conditions wise, it doesn't look overly bad. It's going to be a bright day. Sod's law, forecast was overcast and the odd chance of rain, but you've just got to make do with what you've got. And yeah, fishing maggots and worms, something a bit different. With the temperatures cooling down, I thought it'd be ideal to get back on the maggots and worms. And not only that, it'd be nice to get a few chub on this session. I haven't had any chub this season yet, I don't think. Right, so that's pretty much everything set up now. It's just a case of getting these rigs baited up and getting these rods cast out for a morning bite. The bait for this next 24-hour session, we've got lobworms, which are absolutely killer on any given day on the river. And then I've got a couple of pints of maggots. And then for the pike and the zander, we have got straightforward classic sardine, what I always use. And then well, that's for the pike. For the zander, very small roach. So I've chopped a lobworm in half. If you use a full one, it can bend back on themselves and the presentation could be, well, it can tangle your rig up around the hook. You'll still get a bite, but just 3 or 4 maggots. I've got some large clips on here. These are the quarter maggot clips. So that's the bait. Same as I always use every season. Now it's just a case of getting this camera out. It's going to be an absolute pain in the arse, I know it is, but that left-hand side of the swim should be fine. Come on, that's going to be a nice shot, I can see it. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Right. That's probably one of the best shots you're going to get on a river. He says. Just about to ruin it. Right, here goes nothing. You can see, look at that little bit of flow. Come on. Let's have it. Right, I can't even see the float. Yeah, I can. It's just there. So this is going to be awkward. I can see it a mile off. See that? Absolute legend. Time is slowly ticking on. Just had a quick chat with the bailiff, and apparently the river is not fishing very well. There's not much coming out. The top and bottoms are producing the odd fish, but this middle section that I'm on isn't producing much at all. But I did speak to somebody who'd done a night session at the top end, and he had nothing, so it's going to be mixed bags. I know it's river fishing anyway. So we're just going to have to play it by ear. And I've got no to lose. I don't normally spend that much time barbel fishing, to be honest, but I was hoping for the odd zander. And obviously the baits I'm using are absolutely perfect for what we're trying to catch. Little small roach. It's going to be absolutely spot on. So yes, it might be a tricky session. I'm confident for tonight though. I really am. Obviously the river levels is the main thing that plays a massive part in the fishing. If it's low, it's going to be tough either way. It always is. Well, we are coming to the witching hour. Look at these light levels. Absolutely spot on. Fresh mesh bags of maggots. I can't pre-make these because half the maggots will come out by the time I'm ready for my next recast. So I normally make these up as I'm going along. But not a snifter yet. Hopefully a few of us will catch tonight. There's about 3 or 4 people on the opposite margin. And nothing's been caught today. But the swim at the moment in front of the camera is alive. There is bream everywhere. It's not a good sign, but yeah, perch, the whole shebang. That bait's not too bad. That bait's not too bad at all. That'll be fine, sod it. Right, I'll recast this one. I'm gonna go, there's not much debris coming through today. It hasn't been too bad, so I'll go a little bit further out for tonight. So my predictions for tonight are going to be a couple of barbel, maybe, actually no, 1 barbel, 1 chub, and then a nice mid-20 pike on that camera rod. Get a really good bite on camera. Can't see me catching a zander on that margin rod because the bait's too big. They'd probably try and mangle it, and by then they'd probably spook off it. Right, nice juicy bag of maggots. Let's go for it. I'm not going too far with that, just down here. That is a beautiful bar of gold. Give a really good dog fight. This was on the right hand rod near that patrol route I thought that might be near the snags. And I'm over the moon, a beautiful looking fish. Immaculate condition as always. We're off the mark, curly doors, going into darkness, so hopefully we can get some more. And the maggots and worms do the business. Go on mate. Lovely. Alright, so nice juicy lobworm. I've cut it in half just to stop it wriggling as much as they do. If I put a full lobworm on, what it does is it goes back on itself and it tangles this up quite a bit. I haven't touched the hook from the last time, well, the last fish we had just a minute ago. That's still sharp. And then same again, PVA bag of maggots, and we're ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll. And it's early doors. It's only been dark for about an hour. So it would be nice if we can get some consistent action throughout the night. Right, the same again. Not too far out. But the camera at the moment is saying absolutely nothing. It's gone completely dead now in that margin. But that's not to say that we won't get some action. Right, time to relax, get the kettle on, see what else we can catch. Well, we've come to the end of the session. It's been a bit of a tricky one, only 1 fish, I'm surprised we caught that, to be honest. The river's just not producing much. It's very low, very clear still, which has been great for underwater filming, but for fishing, not the best. We need loads of rain, levels to come up, and then we'll start producing a few more fish. No zander, no pike. I was hoping for a zander, to be honest. That's one of the main reasons why I went there. Either a nice chub or a few zander, but nothing at all. So I'm gonna call it quits now on there. I did want to get my barbel fixed out and maybe catch a couple more. We had a nice one last night, which was nice. So now it's full-blown pike fishing. That's it now. So I'm on the gravel pit. I've just turned up and I'm going to try and get one of these big ones out of here. They go up to mid-20s, I've been told. I've got the camera with me still, obviously, so I'll be doing some underwater filming. I have to get a bite in front of the camera. So just want to thank everyone for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.